good morning, and welcome to Friday episode of Strictly Business. We are on live 3 days a week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning, and I'm so glad that you guys decided to join us this morning because we've got some stuff to cover. My name is Rich Wallace, and you have logged into edgetvnetwork.net, and you are on an episode of Strictly Business. Our topic the past few weeks have been how to work from home, how to be able to establish a schedule that you can stick to at home and be successful in what you're doing. We had all kinds of different opinions about working in pajamas and uh, being able to work at home and then being distracted from working at home and all of these different things about working at home. Um, I don't think we came to a resolution on what is the best possible way to work from home. Uh, as we try to explain certain things, everything is not the same for everybody. There are people can tune out the noise of the kids and just continue to do them and not even pay any attention to them. Me, the noise would disturb me. It would distract me. There are people that can work with the TV on and watch a movie and type a letter. So, depending on what your status is or how you can handle certain things, is up to you. Which leads us into our other topic for today: is entrepreneurs that multitask, entrepreneurs that have six things to do. How do you explain when someone says to you, "Hey, how you doing? What do you do?" Well, I sell real estate, I sell insurance, I've got some Amway, I got a car salesman. Too much, too much, way, way too much. And as a people, as myself or others, I do a lot of different things. And I tell people, just because you know how to do it doesn't mean you can do it. You need a team of people to structure you to make sure that you are where you're supposed to be. If if our executive director of our charter school did not do my schedule, I wouldn't know where I was going half the time. And then as hard as she works to keep me on schedule, I'm sometimes off because I'll make an appointment, I'll have a conversation with somebody and I'll go, okay, yeah, I can do that. That sounds pretty good. But and not going back to check my schedule or not going back to find out what I'm doing at that particular time. So it's necessary to be able to let people know what you do, which means keeping the main thing the main thing. If you're a real estate agent that sells insurance, then you need to say, I'm a real estate agent and stick to the real estate agent. And if the topic of insurance comes up, you can say, well, I can handle that for you. You sometimes you need to make it seem as if you got five different people in your office doing five different things. Because if you're the be all and the do all and I am so great that you can't live without me. Not only do I sell real estate, not only do I sell insurance, not only do I sell cars, I got a catering business on the side. So I can come and I can cater your food and do it. Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. You know, you need to keep the main thing the main thing. I'm not saying don't do all of that other stuff that you know how to do, that you're excellent at better than anyone else. Yes, but what buys the bread in your house? What keeps the lights on? Number one, that's what I do. If real estate keeps the lights on, I sell real estate. I have insurance attached to it. I have furniture attached to it. I have cars attached to it, but I sell real estate. People ask me what I do. Well, I help oversee several issues, several chapters of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. That's what I do. I work with people. I try to get them where they need to be. I try to get where we need to be. We help folks get more business. We get you certified, this, that, all of the things that the Chamber of Commerce has to do to help small businesses. Now, I don't mention that I'm in the restaurant business, rarely. I don't mention that I have a print shop, that we print flyers, brochures, banners. Uh, we have a print shop in Ontario, and we're associated with a print shop out in Northridge, where we can do even more than we do here. Um, I don't mention that, oh, we got this great TV network, come buy some ads. We got a newsletter, buy some ads in it, got this, got that. All of these different things that we do here. But that's too much for you because you only want one thing. And if I think for a second that because you do all of these things, that you are so great and phenomenal in all that you do, how do I know you're really going to work on my project? How do I know that you even have time to do me? Because you're so busy, real estate, insurance, brokering, Amway, water. You got all of these different things that you do. Like the guy with the watch at the airport. I got Legos and Segos and Seicos and, you know, Burlesque watches. And, oh, wait a minute, hold on. That's too much. That's too much. I just need you to show me a house if you're a real estate agent. I need you to walk me through the process of purchasing a house. I don't need to be complicated with, hey, I can get you a house and a car. What? What? No, you know. Well, let me bring a loan agent in to help you with your loan. Don't be the loan agent. Get somebody else. Get somebody that'll come in, that'll back you up, that'll back your play, and you can get a piece of that. I know the whole idea is to get a piece of what they're doing and the this and the that and all of that. But what the key of it is to be good at all things, reach for perfection, which I believe a lot of times overrated, uh, but reach for the goal of doing one thing for one person. And you can do another thing for another person and another thing for another person. But don't put all your eggs in one basket because when you're going to confuse me because you have so much going on. And it's just a drive for me to try to keep up with all of the different things that you say you do. So when someone asks you what you do, what kind of business are you in? Keep the main thing the main thing. What is the main thing that you do? I know you sell shoes, but you don't have to tell me that you shine them too. You don't have to tell me that you got light bulbs that in the back. Don't be a 99-cent store. Let me say that again. Don't be a 99-cent store where the bargain basement is here. I got the best deal, I got the best thing, and I got everything. No, no, no. Don't have everything. Everything is too much. You don't have the storage capacity up here to handle everything. And just because you know, don't mean you know. Let's take a break with that note. I didn't do my break right, so I came back. Okay, that's how you do when you error in your business. Pivot. How do you pivot from an error that you made? Oh, I made a decision. I spent $10,000 and I was going to buy this, but the people I was going to buy it from didn't do what they were supposed to do. Now you can do all the due diligence in the world, following up, checking on a person, but it could be that the day you start doing business with them is the day they decide to just take off. Is the day that they decide to go, I am done. And you walk in the door, go, hey, this is what I'd like to do. And you go, I don't know if I want to. But you know what? You're standing at the door, you got your credit card out, you got cash in your pocket. I think I'm going to take one more client. But I'm on my way out the door. So all the due diligence in the world sometimes causes you to make an error in the person that you picked or whatever's going on. So you have to be able to say, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I am going to make this thing work the way I need it to work. I am going to fill the top up so that you can do what you do. So if you're a real estate salesman and you got all of this other stuff in your briefcase, keep the main thing the main thing. Sell the real estate. And as you're getting your client comfortable with you, you can now mention at some point, Mr. Client, as we get through this real estate, as we navigate through getting you in this property and showing you all of the things that you need to do, I also have an association with a furniture store. I can actually furnish this house out for you. But let's deal with the house first. Let's not pick a couch and we don't have a house. That's too much. You got too much going on. So let me keep the main thing, and help you through the process. My name is Rich Wallace, and you have joined an episode of Strictly Business, and we would love for you to be here when we got back.
One of the secrets to exposure for your business lies within supporting Black businesses and entrepreneurs. And that is why the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is here, to connect Black businesses from the desert to the sea. Let's join hands to empower and sustain our community. By becoming a member of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, you can grow your business and increase your clientele. With our innovation, we'll generate new businesses and get new customers. And we'll connect new mindsets with businesses from across Southern California to help bridge the wealth gap. Let's connect, build, and grow together. Join us now at blackchamberofcommerce.org.
Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My name is Rich Wallace, and you have joined an episode of Strictly Business. And we thank you so much for participating and being here. And we're going to be doing some live spots. I'm going to be down in San Diego, I think October sometime. I'll have to get you the dates on that. That's the largest business expo. Is coming to San Diego, and the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is going to be a great part of that. Also, I believe in October, we're going to be at the new San Bernardino International Airport doing an expo where we're going to be joining hands with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce out in that area. And my good friend Frank Montez from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, he'll be on next week, and we'll be talking about that great event that's coming up in San Bernardino. Go to the Black Chamber of Commerce website at blackchamberofcommerce.org, and you'll see a list of things that we have going on. And as we are staying focused, keeping the main thing, I want to talk briefly, just kind of briefly, on October 1st over at the Ganesha Park Community Center. I got a good friend of mine launching a book, Paralyzed in Pain. I think you should grab this book, read this book. It may help you get delivered from some things that you may be going through. So sometimes you're going through some things and you don't know you're going through them. But Miss Sheila, that as an author, she's got several books on the market. You can check her out on Amazon and pick up one of her books. But go over on October 1st on Saturday over to Ganesha Park Community Center. If you're in the Pomona area, because that's where it is, Pomona. So if you're listening to me from Washington, D.C., and you go, well, where is Ganesha Park at? It's in Pomona. So on October 1st, if you get an opportunity between 1 and 3, she'll be there and she'll be signing books. And I think she'll be selling books. I'm not sure, but it's a book thing. So if you're a reader, we're going to have some people on coming up in the coming episodes about how to sell your books, how to write a book. I know so many people that have books on Amazon, which I guess is a good place to have your book. I haven't written a book. I don't sell books, but they're not selling any books. So I'm not writing a book, putting it on a platform, and not selling 10 a week. I'm not understanding how that works. So we will be talking about how to sell your books on different platforms coming up here in the near future, because it's about strictly business. You write a book, you get things going. You're writing a book to sell a book. I know you want to tell your story, and it's so important, and my story, and people really need to know, because there's somebody dealing with that. Fantastic. But they need to buy a book. How do you sell the books that you've already written? So if you want to be on that show, go to edgetvnetwork.net, hit Strictly Business, put the schedule down, and I'm going to give a date on Wednesday of next week on what day that show is going to be, and it's going to be strictly business about selling your books on these different platforms. No sense in you writing a book and you and your mama the only one got one, So let's do that. And remember, October 1st in Ganesha Park, Miss Sheila will be there signing books from 1 to 3. And just in case you don't know where Ganesha Park and you don't do the Google thing, it's at 1575 North White Street in the city of Pomona, and somewhere over there near the fairgrounds. Yeah. So anyway, that's my commercial on that. I'm going to get back to the main thing. And that's what we're talking about, keeping the main thing the main thing. And I know that you're so good at so many different things. You can't come out of the box saying, this is what I do. And you got this long list of stuff. And it used to be an old Temptation song, say, I got to get the words, so I'll get them in a little bit. But if you are so good at so many things, but I only want one. So if you've given me all of these options, in my mind, I'm thinking you're not going to even have time to show me real estate because you're too busy selling water. You're too busy at these different events, letting people know how many things you do, how many books you've written, and you're over here. But what is the main thing? If you're a real estate agent, you probably work on commission. You probably get a check when you sell real estate. So if you're not selling real estate, you should be talking about real estate. You should be real estate signs up. I have one of my sons said, Dad, every place you go, you got a sign on of what you do. You usually have a Black Chamber of Commerce pin or a Black Chamber hat, Edge TV network hat, depending on how I'm rolling that day. But I need you to walk past me and identify what I do. I need you to walk up to me and go, what is that? So I don't have to pull my card out. For those that still have business cards, I am one of those. And the social media apps that you can, let me just zip your phone. Okay, that's great. But if I don't remember your name, I can't find you in my phone. Oops, there you go. So maybe having a piece of paper every now and then, a business card, will help. So we're talking about keeping the main thing the main thing. How do you stay focused on what's paying the rent? Yeah, but I get a little bit of money over here and I get a little bit of money over there. I understand that, and that's great. But what is the main thing? So if my main thing is the Chamber of Commerce, that's what I'm talking about 99% of the time. Now, I will mention your business, just like I mentioned Miss Sheila on October the 1st. It's going to be over at the Pomona situation there, that you can go over and get a book from her and get her to sign your book. Okay, that took a couple seconds. Now I need to go back to the main thing. My name is Rich Wallace, and I am here with Strictly Business. And that's what we're doing here today, to be sure that you get the business you need so you can focus on the things that you need to focus on. Keeping the main thing is the key. Even though I have a string of stuff that I do, and I don't want to lose you as a customer and have you go someplace else and get your printing, because I sell printing. I know I told you I was a real estate agent, but I got a big color copy machine and I can do flyers. And sell me some real estate. Stay in your lane. Let me know where I can get some printing done if I asked you. Don't volunteer all of that stuff because it's too much. It's too much for me to take in my brain. When I tell people that we have a charter school, I direct them to the charter school director. I say, yeah, I'm associated with Youth Build Inland Empire. Youth Power Community Solutions is our nonprofit 501c3. Well, what do? I actually am a management company. I manage restaurants. I manage educational programs. I manage print shops. I manage, supervise, oversee all of these things that I say I do, but I don't do nothing. And that's usually what the person that has all of those strings of things do is absolutely nothing. Taking a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Are you ready to change your life? Let us help you. At Youth Build Charter School, you can get a high school diploma and kickstart your dream career in no time. We offer high school diploma programs in construction, CNA, military, college, and entrepreneurship. If you are between the age of 16 and 24 and you want to manage your studies with a job, recover your credits, or graduate early, we can help you achieve your dream. Call us at 1-888-395-4408 or visit youthbuildinlandempire.org.
Yeah, that's our educational program out in the Inland Empire area. So if you know of someone in that area that's 16 to 24, 30 years old and need to get a high school diploma, send them over to us. We also work with Terrence Stone that has a program there called Young Visionaries. So if you have a young situation or young person that needs some vision, and I think that's why they call it Young Visionaries, because parents in that area puts new vision and new ideas and just gets young people to start changing their lives before their lives begin, which is a phenomenal situation. And then we stand on the sideline over at Youth Build Inland Empire, and we have an educational platform, and we're going to be creating some trade school environment, so you'll be able to come in and pick up a trade and not only start your own business, but maybe be a great employer. And that's going to lead us back into keeping the main thing the main thing. I have people that have jobs, full-time jobs. I have a full-time job, but I'm a full-time real estate agent. So, okay, you do 8, 12 hours to pay your rent, and then you do another 8, 12 hours to have the real estate take over so they can begin to pay the rent. Is that how you do that? How do you split that time up to make things go the way they need to go? Some people are asking, what is the new link for the EDL grant? Not out till October. Be patient. The new grant that's coming out in October is going to be plentiful for those that got their act together. So you got today's the 23rd, so you've got about maybe 6 or 7 days to get your act together. So when this grant comes out, you can ask for some funding to be able to take your business to the next level. And if you have employees right now on the table, you can get up to $26,000 per employee. If you're looking, and it's grant. So if you got 3 people working for you, that's 26,000 times 3. Yeah, ain't no joke. And that's a grant. That's money you don't have to pay back because you made it through the pandemic. Everybody say pandemic. You made it through the pandemic, so you are being rewarded for keeping those people on, even though you were closed most of the time, but you kept them on. I'm sorry. So keeping the main thing, growing your business because it is your business. You can't grow your I don't want to say that. It's difficult to grow 6 businesses at one time to be a leader. You got to focus on the one that is drawing the more strength. The tire that's squeaking the most is the one that you focus on. You don't even pay attention to them other 3. If that front right tire is squeaking, you go, oh man, I got to do something about that, And the other one in the back left may be getting ready to squeak, but you haven't paid any attention to it because you're paying attention to what's drawing your attention. So that's what we're talking about, is keeping the main thing, grabbing that business that that will flourish if you put more time in it. I'm not saying take less time for the other 8 things that you do, but you have to thank you. You have to go back to your time management schedule that we've been talking about since we got started here, and manage your time so that you can keep the main thing, light bill money, gas money, run around money, to be able to pay for the vision of these 7 other items that you got on the table that you want to blow up, get started, and make work. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to move these things forward, and you can't move them forward because, man, it's not enough time in the day. No, you're spending too much time on the wrong things. You got an ABC list. You should keep that ABC list. What's number A? What is going to do what I needed to do? You know what? We were supposed to be making a list, and y'all told me y'all were going to make this list, and you were going to put down all the stuff you were going to do that day. And for those that didn't want to do the list the day before, the day of, or the day before, to lock in themselves to a time frame, then you were at the end of the day, you were supposed to write down everything that you did that day. What did I do today? Did I do anything today to bring me money today, or to put money, or to put financing, or to put future plans into future plans today? What did I do today? What did I do today to cover tomorrow? Now, I know I tell you can't count on tomorrow because tomorrow's tomorrow. But today you can count on, because you're looking at me, you're up, you're moving around, you own the Today Show. So what are you going to do? What is your best act today? Because tomorrow will be your better act if you're here. So what is your best that you can put out today? How many people that you love that can you hug today? How many times have you not talked to brother, sister in a month? You got Zoom now. No reason for a family not to have a once a month Zoom call for everybody they can get to. Hey, join the Zoom call. If you don't come on, you don't come on. Think about it. Think about a time, because there's never going to be a right time. And I tell people that all the time. In planning your plan and doing some things that you're trying to do, there's never a perfect time. It's not a perfect time to have a child. It's not a perfect time to go to school. It's not a perfect time to buy a car. It's not a perfect time to buy a house. The interest rates are up, or the interest rates are down, and the house prices are up. It still equals out the same way. So you have to engage today. Planning is great, but doing is better. And I'm going to say this again. Jesus came for a better way. So it's always good to reach for perfection, but reaching doesn't grab the toy. You can reach, and not be able to pay the bill, and you got Kevin Hart over there paying the bill because you reach it. You got, what did they say? You got alligator arms. You can't grab the bill. So if you got alligator arms and you just reaching and you can't grab, then you got to move. You got to move closer to your vision. You have to move closer to the expectation that everyone thinks, wow, you're just phenomenal. No, I'm reaching, I'm trying to get closer to my vision and what I'm trying to do, because I believe I'm supposed to be here, but the journey has taken me so far around that it thought I was going to forget my destination. No, I know where I'm supposed to be going, but I got to keep the main thing, and all of the little pieces that a gravel that I pick up along the way don't mean I'm supposed to go off on a tangent and go left, and all of a sudden I'm not selling real estate anymore. I'm now just a loan rep because I found out there was no money in there. But I thought your vision was real estate, you know. Well, it is. I'm still in the real estate game. Oh, okay. All right. Don't pivot so fast. Stick to. Keep the main thing. That is so important, that you stick to what you should be sticking to and how you should be keeping the main thing. That is important. We're going to take another short break, and we'll be right back.
One of the secrets to exposure for your business lies within supporting Black businesses and entrepreneurs. And that is why the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is here to connect Black businesses from the desert to the sea. Let's join hands to empower and sustain our community. By becoming a member of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, you can grow your business and increase your clientele. With our innovation, we'll generate new businesses and get new customers. And we'll connect new mindsets with businesses from across Southern California to help bridge the wealth gap. Let's connect, build, and grow together. Join us now at blackchamberofcommerce.org.
If you are not a member of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, I think you should join. One of the things that we do is that besides networking is that we really try to keep connected. You know, it bothers me when people tell me how or what I should be doing. I'm telling you should keep the main thing, the main thing. How do I do that? How do I, because I have all of these talents, I can sing, I can dance, I can tell jokes, I can be the full entertainer. They don't need to hire anybody else because I can do it all. Okay, but how do I keep the main thing the main thing? By finding out what the need is. Finding out, this is the client that I have in front of me today. How you doing, Mr. Client? What can I do for you? How do you see yourself? Because I'm telling you, I'm a real estate agent. I can get you the best dirt in Southern California, blah, blah, blah. And I know how to do this. And I know what houses are. And I'm the best real estate agent. And you might not even be looking for a house. Whoa. Let me slow my roll. How you doing? My name's Rich Wallace. What is your name? Yes. What do you do? Find out from your client. Listening is the key. We will be doing some sales seminars coming up here in the future. And I'm telling you, if you're trying to sell somebody something, stop. Find out what they need. Find out, don't be selling me coffee and I drink tea. Well, what's caffeine is caffeine, and this is better for you than this. And, I get coffee people telling me coffee going to make me lose weight. You don't know if I want to lose weight. I might like being fat. I'm sorry. I might like being bigger. So you have to find out what the need of the client is. Keep the main thing the main thing. And what is the main thing? The client. Not me, not all that I do, not how great I am, not what this does. My cell phone, which all of you probably have one of these, does so many different things. But I don't need all of that. And I say I don't need it because I haven't used it. You may need, but you need to know what it does so that you can figure out what you're going to do to be able to make it work. Keep the main thing the main thing. How do I know what the main thing is when I'm talking to this client? Because I sell everything. Don't be a 99-cent store. That's all I'm saying. I got everything on my shelf. I can do this and I can do this and I can do this. Come to me. Oh, back up. Hold them up. How you doing? What are you looking for? The client may not be looking for anything. May just be there because I'm walking around. If I walk on a car lot, I'm looking for a car, obviously. If I go to the mall, I have intentions of buying something, or I'm just walking around the mall. And there's people that's just walking around the mall. But you got to find out I'm there. Hey, how you doing? Are you out here shopping today looking around? No, I'm just walking around the mall. Oh, now you know this person is just walking around the mall. So what do you do with that? You let them walk. You let them maybe they're exercising. Maybe you could sell them an exercise machine, one of those things that they walk on. But you don't know what I need if you're telling me what you got, because I don't need what you got. If I'm looking for property, hey, if you're looking for some property, I'm a real estate agent. I know there's a lot of real estate agents out there. I mean, it seemed like everybody got a real estate license and an insurance license all of a sudden. Back in the day when I was doing it, I didn't see that many of us. But I'm great. glad that we're all doing this and we're all making money and things are happening. But when you watch the news and you say, oh, interest rates going up, there are more houses on the market now. What did they do? Build a bunch of houses during the pandemic? I don't know. But you need to find out, well, why am I looking for a house now? What kind of house am I looking for? Everybody wants a 3-bedroom or a 5-bedroom with a pool and a this and a that, all that, But do I need a 2-story or a single story? You need to know your client and find out what your client really is looking for, as opposed to, okay, here's a good school. I ain't got no kids. Oh, I'm gonna put you in a great school district. But I don't necessarily want all them kids walking by my house. So you need to find out, ask the proper questions, get to what the client is looking for, and keeping the main thing the main thing. Because the main thing that I got today is real estate, and this person is looking for a car. Oh, that's like waiting on your ship to come in and you're at the airport. You're in the wrong place. You're talking about the wrong thing. Get what the client needs, and then you go, hey, I got watches too. Let me invite you to our jewelry store website, because we sell jewelry on our, don't be everything. Know everybody. I can send you here and I can send you there. I can help you negotiate your way through this process, because the main thing is the main thing. My main thing is the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, from the desert to the sea. The networking opportunities that we believe we could bring to you, the opportunities that we think that we could put in front of you, only cost you $200 a year to be a member. You can go to blackchamberofcommerce.org and you can sign up to be a member. That membership entitles you to being in our newsletter. It entitles you to over $2,500 worth of discounts, mainstream, I call them mainstream, car rentals, hotels, all that kind of stuff, discounts that because you're a member of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, which is a member of many of the Hispanic chambers, the California state chambers. We got our hand in every jar, but every jar is not what you need. I'm just trying to see if I can get 3 customers to come in my hot dog stand every day. All of this desert to the sea, what you do in Long Beach out there with Miss Sharifa and the TV show and all of the commercials. Well, let me see. Miss Sharifa can create you a 30-second spot. We can run it on different shows. We can get you into Spectrum. We have the ability to be able to put what you're doing, your 3 hot dogs a day that you need to keep your hot dog stand up. We can help you with that. We can help you with your mechanic shop that you need people to come get their cars fixed. We can help you with Southern California Edison, being able to communicate and getting them involved on how to save utilities at your house, on how to do this. We were part of the Utility Commission. So all of these different things that the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce does, you don't need all of that. I just need 3 people to come buy hot dogs every day. Gotcha. We can make that happen. Gotcha. If you need a trucking contract so that you can haul stuff from the desert to the sea, that you can be able to have your trucking company move forward up the ladder. You need to be certified with the state from the Department of General Services. I don't certify you. I'm not that guy, but I work with the Department of General Services that does. You need that. You need to be able to know how to do that. And you're running your trucking company and you had no idea that was going on. Do you still know? We've been talking about the SAMS number. You need to get a SAMS number. You need to go to sams.gov and sign up. That's free. If you don't have a tax ID number already, as much as I've been shouting at you about it, shame on you. And that's what we have to say. Sometimes it's just shame on you. Well, I didn't know this, well, then shame on you. I think they have a thing in the court system say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. What they mean is, because you don't know, we don't care. You should know. You're in business. You should know what the rental contract says. I can't read one of them. First of all, print's too little. They're making all of these changes to documents, adding different terminologies of he and she and them and they and all of that kind of stuff. They just need to make the fonts bigger. Stay with me. Okay. This is Rich Wallace. This is an episode of Strictly Business. And I thank you so much for coming out today and being a part of what we're doing. I'm going to take another short break and we'll be right back. Take a sip of coffee while we're doing it.
Are you ready to change your life? Let us help you. At Youth Build Charter School, you can get a high school diploma and kickstart your dream career in no time. We offer high school diploma programs in construction, CNA, military, college, and entrepreneurship. If you are between the age of 16 and 24 and you want to manage your studies with a job, recover your credits, or graduate early, we can help you achieve your dream. Call us at 1-888-395-4408 or visit youthbuildinlandempire.org.
Yes, and if you've got young people that are out there that need to get a high school diploma, we're here. It's sometimes people have just aged out of high school. You got to be a senior and you start going to all the senior parties and having a good time. And life started. You got a car. Now you got a car payment. You got utilities. So it's not always, I robbed a bank, so I didn't finish high school. No, you just got busy. Life showed up. Sometimes life show up early for some people. And sometimes people still at home. Life show up late, 30, 45, 30, 40, 45 years old. I'm still at mom and daddy now, and that's good. Because sometimes it takes that, I believe sometimes that we put our children out too soon and they're not able to fly yet. They can flap their wings and they can look good and they get up off the ground a little bit. But sometimes as a parent, you may need to be parenting young adults. And that is a skill within itself. This is Strictly Business, and that's what we're talking about is strictly business. Keeping the main thing. Taking your business as far as you can and dragging all those other things that you know how to do along with you, because you may need to go inside the briefcase and pull one of those out. So I'm not saying shake them, jake them, and throw them away. I'm saying put them in the briefcase. Keep the main thing on the top. So when you open up your briefcase, the first thing there is your insurance forms. When I sold insurance, I sold insurance, and now the insurance people are saying, "Oh, we're financial planners." Okay, all right. And I get title change. I get the janitor as a custodian now. I get the terminologies of upgrading people, but you're still cleaning toilets. I'm just saying. So you need to be able to grow, because there's nothing wrong with cleaning toilets. Let me tell you that right now, because toilets need to be clean. Janitorial business is big money. If you can get one of these commercial buildings to sign up, if you're certified, if you have your minority certification, your disadvantaged certification, now you can bid on janitorial contracts for the federal government. Yeah, they got to clean their toilets too. State offices getting certified, and I talk about certification all the time and how important it is. And I thought about it. One of our businesses that we have is not certified. Oh, let me stop talking that trash and get certified. And I say to most insurance agents, most real estate agents, buy real estate. If you're a real estate agent and you ain't got no real estate, I'm mad at you. I'm thinking that you can't tell me what to get and you ain't got it. If you're an insurance agent and you don't have several $1 million policies and several $10,000 policies or burial policies or final expenses, I don't know what they're calling it today, but I'm saying to you, the point is buy what you sell, own what you're talking about. I tell all of our board members, you can't be a board member if you're not a member. You don't pay your fee. How you gonna tell other people to do what? How you gonna teach driving and you ain't got no driving license? Come on now, y'all stop playing. Get your act together. Keep the main thing, and have the stuff that you need so you can justify and verify how you're so great at it. Because when I bought some apartment buildings, or when I bought real estate, and when I did this, and when my company did this, and when we did this, we were able to move to the next level. So I can come back and tell you, I get those people so crazy. I'm going to tell you how to be a millionaire and you on the bus. What? Or they have the little, I love the sign when you go to LA and you get off the freeway, People have little cardboard. I mean, not cardboard. What is it? Boxes. They've taken a box and torn the box off, and they made a sign with the paper on the box and hung it on the wall. Making $10,000 a day, and you ain't got a better sign. I understand saving money. I understand rich people get rich by not spending, but that's not true, because you got to spend money to make money. You got to know folks to get folks. And I say to people all the time, it's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. You must leave something in the room when you leave. There must be an aroma that, Rich here, hey, I smell money. I smell education. There's education in that room that's going to help me grasp what I need to grasp to be able to go where I need to go to do what I need to do. It is so important that you do you. Don't do what somebody else is doing because you see them successful at it. I had a friend of mine, a very successful actor, very successful at it. I tried it. I couldn't remember. I got distracted by the lights. There were so many little things that I didn't even notice that they were good at, that I just say, hey, that's not me. I'm trying to do you, because you're making all of this, you're getting all of this, and I'm looking at that, and I'm not necessarily wanting to be an actor. I'm wanting to receive the rewards of a good actor, and I'm not willing to go to rehearsal. What's wrong with that picture? So sometimes you just look at the reward and you don't realize how hard that person worked to get there, because all you see is the blessings. It's hard. If all you see is the good time, you have no idea of the time that it took to get and to be where that person is. So there's no such thing as a success overnight. It took time, it took practice, it took this, and it took that. It's kind of like the woman with the issue. People say suddenly she was healed. Well, it wasn't suddenly to her, because she done walked through some things and been dealing with that, But the people that saw it that day, they go, oh, look at that. That just happened. It just happened for you. But for her, she was dealing with it. So when you're dealing with some stuff and then all of a sudden it pops for you and everybody goes, oh, he just popped up there. That just worked out for him. No. They put some time in there. I got some minister friends of mine. Their church is growing. They're doing well. But they started with 2 people. I think Dr. Dollar, Creflo Dollar, I know y'all be beating up on him. I think he started with 5 people in somebody's house. And God blessed that, because he kept the main thing. And that's what you got to remember. The main thing will get done if you do it. But if you tease it, it's just going to give you a teaser. So you can't tease your main thing. You can tease that whole bunch of other stuff that you got going on, because I know you got a lot. Because anytime you ask black people what they do, they got, man, I do this and I do that. Ooh, let me think about what all I do. No. Keep the main thing. I have an array. I have lots of glasses in my cabinet, but I really do have a favorite glass that I try to grab all the time. I have a lot of cups. I drink coffee. I have a favorite cup that I reach for. And when it's not clean or washed, I'm like, do I want to use one of these other cups? Well, yes. But you got to keep the main thing. You have to push yourself into what you're willing to do, and do it, because when it happens for you, it's going to look like it just happened for you to someone else. But you will know all of the holes that you had to dig before you found your treasure. Before you found gold in that mountain, you had to walk to the mountain. You had to carry all of your digging tools with you. You had to spend a couple of days out there in the field. You had to dig here and dig there, and all of those steps that you had to make to get your gold. Then you got to carry the gold back. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a harvest, you better be looking for some harvest pickers first. Don't name it, claim it, get it, and can't do nothing with it. Don't name it, claim it, get it, and can't do nothing with it. Prepare yourself. I'm telling you, I say all the time, the backup quarterback on the bench has to be ready because he has no idea if he's going in today or not. I played football, and I had one day. I went to practice. I really thought I was making the team, and they came in one day, and I had on my little locker that pick up your package. You done. There are other teams that may be interested in you, but back then you need some airline money and you need to be able to practice. You need to do this, you need to do that. So I admire any NFL player that has successfully achieved that level and then maintained it based upon all of the things that go around you. Because you know, the richer you get and the more you get, the more people attach themselves to you. Watch that. Because then people will try to take you away from the main thing. And the main thing, Mike Tyson, was boxing. So when you got away from what you were doing and you start doing other things, guess what? Buster Douglas. So you need to remember how you do what you do and do that. And I'm saying that, yes, you have all of these other qualities. You have all of those things, but those things were just given to you to hold up the main thing. All the other stuff that you have is there so that you can make the main thing work, because you need those other pieces, but you don't need them today. Know when to put them in. When you building the toys or whatever you're building, what is that furniture store that you buy all the furniture that comes in the box and it has the directions on it, and you take the directions and you throw them over there and you just put the pieces out and you say, let me put the picture up. I can put this together by the picture. No, you're going to come up with some extra screws. And let me tell you this from experience, they don't give you extra screws. They don't give you extra screws. So if you put it together and you got two pieces left over, something's missing. And something is missing in your main thing, because all the support stuff that was given to you to be able to do that, you left someplace. So you didn't have it. And I tell the story all the time. You will get to where you're supposed to be if you're continuing to move forward in that direction. You're going to get there. Trust me, because you're supposed to be there. The problem is, if you don't follow the route or the route that you've been given, it's going to be harder, because all of the material that you need is in the route. When the guy walked around for 20, 30, 40 years before they could get to the land that was promised to them, that they knew they were going to have, they had to get all that dead weight off. They had to drop a whole bunch of things that did not matter to where they were going. And I tell the story is that if you were told to catch the 8 o'clock bus to get to where you needed to get to, now, because I'm intelligent and because I have knowledge from the tree or wherever I got it from, and I know what I'm doing, I know that I can catch the 8:15 bus and still be there at the same time, and still be there at the designated time that I was supposed to be there. But what happened? I'm on the wrong bus. Everything that I needed to make that thing successful was on the 8 o'clock bus. On the 8:15 bus was people I was never supposed to meet. I was never supposed to have a baby mama. She was on the 8:15 bus. I was supposed to have a wife. She was on the 8 o'clock bus. I was supposed to have the drills and all the things I needed was on the 8 o'clock bus. On the 8:15 bus was Bubba and them hanging out. These brothers I wasn't even supposed to know. Now they are a fixture of my life forever, because I was on the wrong bus. Now, God blesses the follower, because I'm still following. I'm still going to where I'm supposed to go. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do, but I got extra weight now. I got people on me that are leaning on me that are here that are not supposed to be here. And now I don't know how to get rid of them because I got a relationship. So now I brought them into my world and I can't get them out of my world because we're all one thing and one group of people together. I got that. But they're not supposed to be here. So I got to carry them now. And then somewhere along the line, I'm going to have to shake them. Or I'm going to be out here 40 years because they're not promised what I'm promised. I'm bringing them in with me. I was given a vision, they weren't. I'm dragging them with me. You know, and most major pastors I shouldn't say major pastors, most pastors from large congregation will tell you the people that started with me, that got me here, are no longer here. Not that they died. It's just that they were here just to make the spaghetti, to get somebody else to come in so we can order spaghetti. Think about that. So as we move forward, as we get to where we're supposed to be, my name is Rich Wallace. This is Strictly Business. I know it seems that we're taking a side turn, but if you're going to be successful in what you're doing, you must do it. And you must listen to the directions that you've been given to do it. And sometimes the directions, say this, will come from a donkey. Because my grandson is watching a lot, I can't use the different thing. But sometimes that information that you really, really need is coming from a place that you did not expect it to come from. So listen, as the Christian people say, pray about it, see what God say, but move. And if you don't hear anything, move. You can't stand still. You must be moving. You know, it's hard to hit a moving target. It's hard to hit a moving target. But if you are standing still with your blessing, with what you've been given, and you bring that in, somebody tell them about the story of Ananias and Sapphira. Somebody tell them about that. You can't sit on it. You gotta make it move. This is Rich Wallace, and you have joined the episode of Strictly Business, and I am so glad that you're here with us this morning. But I got to tell you about our Youth Build program.
Are you ready to change your life? Let us help you. At Youth Build Charter School, you can get a high school diploma and kickstart your dream career in no time. We offer high school diploma programs in construction, CNA, military, college, and entrepreneurship. If you are between the age of 16 and 24 and you want to manage your studies with a job, recover your credits, or graduate early, we can help you achieve your dream. Call us at 1-888-395-4408 or visit youthbuildinlandempire.org.
I love our school. I love our students. I love our staff. It is a great place to be. And if I needed a high school diploma, I would be at Youth Build Inland Empire. And we will have some trade programs coming up in 2023 that is going to be phenomenal, that are going to help people start a new career, some programming stuff. And I know they don't need forklift drivers anymore. So I'm not saying don't go to forklift driving school, but they don't need y'all. I was at a warehouse the other day, and forklifts was running up and down the aisle like crazy, and I noticed there's nobody on them. So the time of automation is allowing us to learn more things. My name is Rich Wallace. You have been here this morning. I thank you so much for being patient with us since 7 a.m. This is Strictly Business. We will be back on Wednesday morning. I will be in Washington, D.C. at the Congressional Black Caucus. So we will be live from the Black Caucus, and you're going to love that. That's going to be a fantastic week at the Congressional Black Caucus in Washington, D.C. If you haven't registered, get registered. Be a part of the caucus. Be a part of the change. If you haven't, also, we're going to be in Sacramento that same weekend at the State Black Chamber office. Be a part of change. Be a part of something. Be a part of Strictly Business. This is Rich Wallace, and I have enjoyed you so much this morning, and thank you for coming out to an episode of Strictly Business, and we will see you on Wednesday of next week. And remember, keep the main thing the main thing.